What's up, guys?
Yeah.
It's Prince Ivan back with another video in our Behind the Song series where we take you behind the scenes on the songs from our album, The Preface. Today we're going to be talking about track number 6 called When I Think of You. It's got the vibes, so let's dive into it.
It ain't hard to tell you invited. Okay. We keep this party on like a light switch. Never seen nobody fly as I get. I do just what I like. Yeah, I'm just on that vibe.
Yeah. Alright, so When I Think of You is a sleeper on the album. In fact, a lot of people have told us it's their favorite song from The Preface. And that's a lot because of the laid-back vibe you feel to it. But what they don't know is there's a secret ingredient in this song. And we're going to talk about that and a whole lot more starting right now.
So first off, this song originally was not expected to be a Prince Ivan song at all. In the process of creating tracks for our writing sessions in 2018, this was actually one that I made in my home studio. As I was getting into it, I was liking the vibe, but we'd never done anything like this before as Prince Ivan, so I wasn't really expecting it to be a Prince Ivan song. So when we got up to our session in California with Austin and Garen, they actually really liked this track and wanted to write to it, which was a little bit surprising, but in the end, I think it's turned out for the best.
Even when we finished the song, I was still wondering, okay, we wrote it, but does this have to be for Prince Ivan? And is it going to be for this coming project? Or are we going to save it for something later, or as a single or something like that? But at the end of the day, it was too good to not put on the project. We wanted to kind of come out with our best foot forward, and this definitely was one of those songs. So we're there in California. It's the Dreamington sessions, which if you don't know about, we talked about those in our last video. We had a great time, and I don't know what day this was, but our typical day, we would start off, go in about 10 o'clock in the morning, start work like straight through till 2 or 3, 4, sometimes 5, maybe eat some snacks, but then we go eat something and then come back and hit it till like midnight. So that was kind of the day. Sometimes we would get out and we'd go ride some birds along Venice Beach, which is way fun, just check stuff out. And so we were in a totally different environment and just feeling different than when we were back in Branson. I remember at times just looking out the window in Austin's room and seeing a palm tree swaying in the wind, and just realizing, dude, we're at Venice Beach right now. And this is totally cool.
We're in Venice Beach.
Bro, so cowabunga. So we started talking about what up, council? Save the birds. Those guys are great. My name's Chad. I'm JT. So something we started kicking around throughout the week was a term that caught on a lot faster than the Dreamingtons did. We just call them the GCVs. The Gucci California vibes. The Gucci California vibes. The Gucci California vibes. The Gucci California vibes. That would be fun for editing. The Gucci California vibes. That's what we started calling it. And it's just kind of what we were feeling. It was kind of funny, but honestly, that kind of like just like personifies, embodies, explains the whole song. We were just feeling the GCVs, bro. That's what we were feeling there. It was laid back, it was vibey, it was palm trees swaying in the wind. It was out on, feeling the ocean breeze, and that really inspired a lot of this song. It really did. Like certain lines in the first verse about, then heaven walked in the room, felt the fire, soul revival. That has nothing to do with it. What's the first verse? I was going to try to get it. I realized I'm going down this path, and this part of my brain is saying, you don't know those lyrics. What's the part that talks about summer ocean breeze, right?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, so it's Sunday morning, sunlight pouring, summer ocean breeze. My lovely lady.
That's it.
Yeah, it was really inspired by those vibes. And it was, I think that day especially too, it was just kind of like the perfect temperature. Mm-hmm. Like it wasn't too hot, it wasn't too cold, but there was a slight breeze, and I don't know, it was just kind of the mood we were in. So we get into the song, we get all the way to the chorus. Kind of the idea that I had from the beginning of the writing session was just kind of let the chorus breathe. Just with that part in the intro that goes da 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 da. There was a little bit of deliberation, but we decided to just go with it. I'm grateful to the guys for respecting my desire to do that.
Yeah.
But after recording the demo vocals, we got done, took it out to the car. We're going to El Pollo Loco.
Yeah.
And played it on the car speakers. And once it got to the chorus, it just kind of felt empty.
This is the original track.
When I think of you, and then it went, all I wanna do, and just finished out with the and I just thought it was cool because it was like, just leave it up to the imagination, you know, and just let it breathe, which was it was a cool concept, but just musically it just felt empty. And so we decided, we had wrote those lyrics, there ain't nowhere in this world that I would rather be, and then take a picture of this moment for eternity. We wrote those for the end.
Yeah, right.
Because it was like, oh, finally the resolution. But then we just decided, you know, let's just plug that in to the rest of the choruses. And it worked, you know. It still embodied the feeling that we were going for. That was basically the writing of that song. Mm-hmm. So on the production side of the song, Austin really just added a lot of sparkly, like, just stuff.
Per the usual.
It just made the song feel so much more of a space. Like, I don't know really how to explain it other than that it just became its own universe.
Yeah.
One of the things was the saxophone that's on the second verse and on the bridge.
Oh yeah, how's a saxophone going to work on a modern record?
Right, exactly. But
really did.
And it was cool to watch him work. You know, he found the samples and just fit them into the song. You know, he's got such an ear for that kind of thing. And then on the bridge, you had the idea of just having like this kind of soulful choir singing.
Like D'Angelo-esque, Music Soul Child, kind of inspired by that,
Yeah. I just started scatting over it on the demo, and then at the end, when we finally got to the vocal recording process later on, we came up with the ad-libs, and that was actually a little bit of a long process, finding out what to say.
Yeah.
But we got through it all, and we were super happy with it. Like, it was just a vibe all the way around.
Yeah. I think there are a couple of other things that make this track really special. The GCVs, you can't get past that. The whole song is just a feeling. Austin just adds some swing and some groove to it. The saxophone lines, just everything he did was awesome on the track. But then also, something that makes producers unique and artists unique is the human voice. You can do samples, drum samples, and keyboards and synths, and you can copy everybody all day, but it's very, very difficult to copy someone's voice. And so when you use the human voice in your production, it adds an element that you can't find anywhere else. It's truly unique. Timbaland does that all the time. There are other producers who use their voices. Michael Jackson really used his voice. He had an amazing voice. He could have sounded like anything, but he crafted his voice to create a signature sound that sound like nothing else. So as soon as you hear a Michael Jackson song, you know it's Michael. And so Aaron, and I put my voice in there as well, but it's mostly Aaron on the da-da-da-does on the chorus. It sounds unique. There's nothing like it. So that's something we try to do as producers, and we'll continue to try to do, to put our own signature stamp on all the productions we do.
So the final part of the process came down to the mixing and mastering. We already had the mastering with SoundLab, but we had found an amazing talent, a guy named John Norton, who actually lives in the LA area, through a website called soundbetter.com.
Highly recommend it.
SoundBetter, it's full of people that actually have credentials. And so you might pay a little bit more, but you definitely get better quality. So we found John, kind of struck up a good rapport with him, super easy to work with. And he makes the majority of the songs on the album. And we're super happy and super glad to have worked with him on this project. So the takeaway from When I Think of You is, don't be afraid to absorb your surroundings. Don't be afraid to just be where you're at, be in the moment.
Yeah.
We were out in California, Venice Beach, palm tree swing, and although we had created the track previously, the moment inspired the feeling of the lyrics and just the way we sang the vocals. So don't be afraid to absorb your surroundings. And if that means you need to get out of where you're at currently and go somewhere else, even if it's just like on a walk or somewhere, don't be afraid to do that. It can help you in your creativity and in your creative process.
That takes you through the concepting, writing, production, mixing, mastering, all of the different phases of the creation of When I Think of You. We hope you enjoyed this video. We hope you're enjoying the entire Behind the Song video series. We're having a blast putting it together. It's really cool for us to go through these memories. We'll be back at you with another video soon. Go check out the last videos, and also follow us, love us, like us, add us on playlists on Spotify, hit us up on Instagram and Facebook, subscribe right here on YouTube, and go to our website, princeivan.com, to sign up for our email exclusive deal and video series that you can check out right there. Until then, we're Prince Ivan. You're amazing. We love you, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace.
When I think of you, when I think of you.